I don't know if you saw that little note.
Yeah,
It is
we've
confirmed.
been hearing about that.
It is.
No, but we don't know if it's like an extension of her powers.
It could be an extension, similar to Green Lantern, but it is confirmed.
She's got the
Miss
power
Marvel
bracelets.
is going to have similar powers as Green Lantern.
Yeah.
So those bracelets will be at minimum or at maximum will be an extension of her powers, and at minimum will be
it's all her powers. Yeah.
Terrible idea.
So does that doesn't mean so? Are they I don't get that, because are they retconning that she's no longer Inhuman?
It could
too?
be. It could be.
That's just dumb.
They could be doing that to delay Inhumans, which I don't
know.
get.
I don't get. You don't have to do that right now, because if you think about it,
I thought the same thing.
You make Miss Marvel the first Inhuman, and everyone's like, oh, what are that? What are Inhumans? Then you have Secret Invasion coming out, not directly after, but shortly after. You could drop Daisy Johnson in there as Quake. You got another Inhuman. They're out in space. Where is
Secret Invasion taking place?
Yeah, oh my god, where's the
Guardians of the Galaxy?
It's on the moon. It's the Inhumans. The Inhumans base is on the moon. Adelan.
Okay, I wasn't sure where you're going, so I wasn't going to be very helpful there.
Adelan is on the moon, and so like the running joke where Falcon is like, "Oh, Chris Rogers is on the moon" or whatever. He could be.
And Sebastian Stan just said happy birthday to Anthony Mackie and said love you to the moon and back. And people were and I was like, I'm pretty sure that's just a nice thing, and I'm pretty sure he's not going to put in a Marvel Easter egg in his happy birthday. Yeah. But like people took that and ran with it. I was like, Marvel fans, chill out for a day, please. Yeah. Like I get it. We're big Marvel fans.
But yeah, I mean, they're afraid to do the Inhumans because that one thing flopped, but that one thing was never canon. It was made by the same dude who did Iron Fist season 1.
Thanos is huge, and Thanos' son is a huge part of the Inhumans. Like he's very involved. So it would be very Thane, by the way, for those of you who know Thane. Inhumans would be another. Inhumans would be. So there, you got the Eternals family, you got Fantastic Four,
Guardians of the Galaxy, like team up. Like,
I almost enunciated that weird. The X-Men.
Yeah, they're like if you get James Gunn could do it amazingly if they did if they did like a team up in space.
The Russo brothers could also do it very well. Yeah. Now that Scarlett Johansson is settled her case with Disney, the Russo brothers probably can come in and do their job. Yeah. So maybe instead of Secret Wars, they do some Inhumans. I don't know. I think they should not move her away from Inhumans. I hope that's not what they're doing.
Yeah.
Because
if they do that and they don't make her an Inhuman and they just retcon and she's like, oh, she's no longer an Inhuman, because her whole point was like being this young girl being different because she is an Inhuman and having to like go through her life with these superpowers, and like, so I don't know.
I don't want to spin this into anything negative or anything that could be controversial, but maybe if they do retcon it into like where she's human and where she's not unique is that she's just a fangirl, there's millions of fangirls, maybe that they want to move the focus to her culture and her heritage.
Right.
So maybe like what they want to say makes her different is that she loves these superheroes and stuff, but she's Middle Eastern. And so they want to do a heavy focus on her culture and her history.
I mean, but you don't have to have the bracelets to do that too.
Like I'm just trying to think of some reason.
Yeah, I mean, I know we're on the same page when it comes to that. But
like she needs. I think she should still be an Inhuman. She should still have those powers, because you're kind of taking away. I mentioned this before. You have a strong, powerful female character of a different race. And by making her powers primarily in these bracelets that I could take off and put onto somebody else and they have those powers, you take away her power. You take away what makes her so strong. She's now no longer this strong female character. She's a strong female character with bracelets. And her strength comes from her bracelets, not from her.
And you just did something with bracelets, with powered bracelets.
Shang-Chi. Right.
They're probably gauntlets. They're gauntlets, but you just did something with powered gauntlets too. So
it's a very obviously I don't want to prejudge. I think Marvel has made a lot of very smart decisions, especially this new age of Marvel has made a lot of strong decisions. So don't want to judge, but from a preemptive standpoint, this all sounds like very bad decisions, especially because they had the hindsight of fans saying, don't take this away from her, and they still did. So I really hope it's just an extension of her powers. Like maybe they enhance her powers further. Maybe they allow her, maybe those allow her to embiggen, but she can still do everything else without them.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously I don't want that, but just something like that, because like I said, I want a strong female character that people can watch and where you don't have to reference it. They just see that character. They think, wow, strong female Middle Eastern character. I don't want that to be taken away.
Yeah.
And by making the powers primarily from the gauntlets, you're taking it away. And I apologize for talking about it for so long, but I feel very strongly about that. Yeah. I don't want to beat a dead horse, but you don't want to ruin a character that
her story was like perfect as is.
Amazing.
So you didn't have to change it.
It's a well-written character. A lot of
it is. It just it debuted and it just soared.
Yep.
It just soared. People loved it.
I would like for them to, I wouldn't mind a little bit of a spoiler just to clarify, because right now my expectations are going to lower for it and I don't want that.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, that was just one thing I want to talk about. I said she'll be Miss Lantern instead of Miss Marvel, but that's obviously just a little bit of satire.